So earlier we have seen that there is a lot of manual intervention required to move any application revisions to our EC2 instance. So we are trying to automate it via code pipelines. So this is a good article that I have found where we can create a simple pipeline. So the previous steps, that is still step 4, we have already taken care. That is creating a code commit repository, then push our code, creating an EC2 instance, and creating an application in code deploy. All these we have created, and we have even made sure that it is working successfully uh, through a manual deployment. So now let us try to create the pipeline. So what we need to do is we just type pipeline and this one will open up. Let us create a pipeline. Just give the name. Now uh, here they are recommending to give a new service role, so we don't need to worry about it. And this will be the uh, role name that will get created. So E is getting truncated. So let us give that is fine. Yeah. Allow AWS code pipeline to create a service role so it can be used with this new pipeline. Advanced settings, leave it as it is. Click next. Source provider is AWS codecommit. And what was our repository name? It was S11 MLO autoscale demo repo. That was, yeah, S11 MLO autoscale repo. Branch name is master. Leave these options as such. We don't need build in this example, so let us keep the build stage. Deploy should be AWS code deploy. Region is US West, Oregon. Application name, our application name was this one. Okay, so select this one. Deployment group, we only have one deployment group as of now. Select it. Click next. So this is the pipeline that we are creating. So what this will do is, like, as and when there is a change in this code commit repository, this pipeline will get triggered automatically, and deployment will also happen automatically. So let us create the pipeline. So once this pipeline is getting created, an automatic deployment will start. Okay, so now code commit is happening. So it means uh, whatever change that we have done in our application, it is just getting committed. So we haven't done any change, but just to make sure that pipeline is getting initialized, it will happen. So now deployment is happening. Okay, so if we go to code deploy and open this application, we can see a new deployment most probably running. Okay, it just ran now. This one we never created this one. So this one again, this revision also we never created, it automatically happened while creating the pipeline. So now let us see whether if we initiate any change in the local repository, it is getting committed automatically. I mean, it is getting it is causing the pipeline to trigger automatically and deployment will start automatically. Okay, let us see. Just open the deployments, open here, and we have the code commit repository index.js. So I'm planning to change this to V2 and then commit. Okay, so now code change is done. Let us do a git add. V1 to V2 is our change. I'm going to push this, and I'm not going to do anything after this. Previously we did AWS deploy push to push the code to S3 bucket. We can still do it, but I'm not planning to do it now. And earlier we also created a deployment manually. Okay, so I'm not planning to do any of these things. Instead, I'm just trying to see if whatever change I'm doing to code commit, based on that, our deployment will trigger automatically and our EC2 instance will get updated. See, it already changed to V2 because our pipeline started running. Let us check. See, pipeline is in progress. Let us go to deployment. Just refresh it to see if there are any new deployments coming up. It is in progress. The new deployment kicked up. It is running. Let us see. It already succeeded. If you check the view events, it is the same steps that we have seen when we manually created. It already succeeded. So now this should show V2. It changed to V2. Let us just check in our EC2 Ubuntu instance. It changed to V2. So now we have seen how we can move our changes automatically to EC2 instance through pipeline. Next step is to create an auto-scaling group, which will create more instances as and when required. And what we will do is we will use the same pipeline with some modifications to move changes to this EC2 individual instance that we are seeing now, plus the new instances that will get created via auto-scaling group.